I hope everything is fine with you, and we are ready to start with the WEBA US workshop held today. And I can see that many agents are still joining us. Welcome, everyone. It will be kind if you can remain on the mute modality today. It's very important because we will have a presentation. So please remain on mute modality. And if you have any question during this presentation, do not hesitate to go on the chat system below. You can see there is a chat system. You just put your question there, and this will help to answer your questions. I hope everything is fine. I can see that we are now reaching quite 40 agents from 17 different countries. So it's always great to welcome so many agents to my WEBA workshops. And I can see that many friends join us as well, many agents that I know since a long time. So it's always very, very nice to have you here with me to my workshop. Let's see if Daniela is available. Daniela, if you are available, please unmute yourself. You are on mute modality. Hello, Daniela, how are you today?
Hello, Richard. I'm great, thank you. Hello, agents from all around the world. I'm really happy to be here.
Fantastic, Daniela. Thank you very much to join us. I can see already the logo on the back side from your screen, which is fantastic. A+ World Academy is a very unique school, ladies and gentlemen. Is really something very, very unique. And we will record this presentation today as well. So you will be able to find the recorded presentation on the main website, WEBA.club, which include 3,700 agents. And we will send to everyone who join us today a copy of the presentation, of course, and a copy of the recorded video. Daniela, how are you? How is everything on your side?
Great, it's everything going well. I'm currently now in Portugal.
Yes.
So things are getting better, and we're really excited. Well, here at least, and we're really excited because we will start the school the 22nd of August. Fantastic. So the starting day is approaching, and we're really looking forward to start the school this year, doing all preparations, which I will talk later about COVID, about how we will handle it being a school that sailed the world, and how we will handle all of this challenge situation.
Fantastic. Daniela, you can start to share your screen and show your presentation. In the meantime, all the new agents that just joined us, thank you very much to join us. Please remain on mute modality. And if you have any questions during the presentation, do not hesitate to go on the chat system and put your question there. So we will be able to assist you and to reply. Daniela, you can start with the presentation.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you, agents, for your time, for being here today. I'm Dani Rigual. I'm the representative of admissions of A+Plus World Academy. So we are a fully accredited high school at sea. We are not just a normal school at sea. We are a school on the oldest fully rich tall ship in the world, which is Orlanded. That is this beauty that I have here as a background and that you can see here in the presentation. So it's a Norwegian tall ship from 1927. So from its very beginning has been a training vessel for the Norwegian sailors. And in 2015, we became a boarding school. So, and from 2010, we are what it's called A+ World Academy. So welcome everyone to learn a bit more about our school. We will talk about our agents commissions, our school environment, and well, so let's keep with this. So before I start my presentation, I will like to show you a video so you can get a view of what it's our school about.
Can you imagine calling this majestic ship your high school and sailing her to over 20 cities around the world? Can you imagine meeting students from across the globe and building a community on this ship, a community so strong that it becomes a family? Can you imagine countless adventures on board and living the most incredible experience of your life? A+ World Academy. Don't just imagine it, experience it. Apply today.
Okay, as you can see, we are not a traditional school. We are a school based on 5 things that we call My 5 to Global Leadership. So we are based in academics, in global studies, communal living, maritime training, and reflective learning, which is what makes our school what it is. So we believe that academics are as important as all of these things, and we look for our students to learn in many areas that goes farther than academics. So each year we have 64 students from all around the world. We start the year in Kristiansand, Norway, and we go sailing through the Atlantic for 10 months. And at the end of the 10th month, our students receive a fully accredited year diploma. So students can join us in junior year. Oh, sorry, how can I? Okay, so students join us in junior year. Okay. Okay, in junior year, senior year, sorry.
Just 1 second to interrupt you for all the new agents who just joined us. We have many agents who just joined us at the moment. I would like to invite all the new agents who just joined us to remain on mute modality. And if you have any questions, just go below on chat. And I can see that now we are quite reaching 50 agents. We have agents from Thailand, Vietnam, China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and India, of course. We have many agents coming from Russia, from Ukraine. We have agents coming from Nepal, from Pakistan, Bangladesh, from Albania. I want to say a big hello to the lady from Albania, which I know since a long time. And of course, from the UAE, from Saudi Arabia. And it's nice to have as well one from Poland, let me see here what else we have here from Vietnam. Like I said before, we have agents coming from many different countries as well, which it's difficult always to remember because I have to go one by one. But out of the blue, we have about at the moment 23 different countries, Daniela. I just take a little bit of moment because I can see that agents are registering inside. So before that you start officially with the presentation, we are here with A+ World Academy, and is a very unique school. Daniela, is all yours.
Okay, yeah, well, thank you, Richard, for taking the time to actually saying hello to all the new agents. I will also say hello as well. 大家好，我们学校也有很大的一个的 network 在中国，所以如果以后你们有问题，你们可以就直接问我就好了。Hola, agents from all around the world. Namaste for the agents in India. So, okay, let's start and keep going with the presentation. As Richard said, if you have any questions, you can just type on the question box, and I will answer by the end of the presentation. So, as I was saying, we are a fully accredited Swiss boarding school with an American curriculum in the oldest fully rigid tall ship in the world, which is Norwegian. So we are a very international high school, and we offer classes, standard classes on board, and we also offer AP classes, which are advanced placement courses that where students get credit when they go to university. And so our students graduate either with an international high school diploma or with the recognized AP capstone diploma, which is a 2 years program that they need to make. So as I was saying, students can join us for junior year, senior year, or gap year. Or they can either join us those 3 years or 2 years. So we change our sailing plan each year in order to students being able to join us for the whole high school, and actually have a different sailing plan each year. So we travel for, well, we sail throughout 15 ports the whole year. We stop in those ports for around 15 and sometimes less, sometimes more days. And while we arrive on ports, it's where our schools take part, our classes take part as well. So our classroom is the world, as we said. So we believe in experiential learning. We believe in hands-on experience, and we want our students experience that. So they don't learn culture or history on textbooks. We actually go to the places to learn what happened. For example, in the Second World War, we go to Saint Malo, France, in Normandy Beach. So they're actually in the place where America arrived to France. So each port that we pick, it has a special intention. We don't go to ports where students can go on vacations. We go to meaningful locations for them to learn, for them to grow, and for them to start question the world and the things that they know by their age. So we are accredited by the Middle States Association. We are provisionally accredited by Cognia, formerly Advanced Ed, which is the biggest accreditation body in the world. We are part of BSA, Swiss Group of International School Members, Northern Network, AP Courses, AP Capstone Diploma, and an association of intended schools in New England. We also have partnerships with universities around the world. So students that graduate with us, not even graduate, that study with us, even though they just join us in junior year and then they graduate in their home school, they have direct admissions to those universities. So for example, that's European School of Economics that have campus in New York, Milano, Rome, Madrid, London. Then we also have Globe Munich, then Travel University, which is a partnership that we just make. So students join us for 1 or 2 years sailing with A+ World Academy, and then they are able to join Travel University program, where they go the first year, where it's an entrepreneurship innovation diploma. So they go the first year to China, to Shanghai. The second year they go to Bilbao, Spain, and then they go to another location in Europe, and then they pick another location in Asia. So it could be Thailand, it could be Singapore, so on. So yeah, that's one of the opportunities that our students have while joining A+ World Academy. As I was mentioned before, we are a school in the oldest fully rich tall ship in the world. So it's this beauty. Her name is Orlando. It's the first ship in the world to welcome women in co-ed maritime education. It's the first ship in the world to offer advanced placement classes on board. It can house 80 people. So in the school, we are 64 students. Then we are 5 teachers, and then the rest is the maritime crew. So in total, we are 80 people on board each year. Then this is an historical ship of Norway. So while we are not sailing, it's a museum. So when we don't sail in those 2 months, because our school year starts in August and finishes in July, then in June, then it is a museum in Kristiansand when people go in and see how it's Orlando inside. So it's a total manual ship. So our students it's not that they just study at the school, they actually learn how to sail. They are part of the maritime crew. It's an extremely hard ship to sail, and that's why our student needs to learn this part of the program. So they do everything manually. In the first 3 weeks of the program, they'll have to learn 2015 ropes and how it works, and in case we have an emergency, they know how to react in its situation. So okay, this is our campus. As you can realize, our space is limited. So one of the things where our students grow most in the program, it's communal living and reflective learning. So we do everything in the same place together. So the biggest part of the ship, it's the banger, which is this one that you see here, and it's where our students sleep. As you can see, we sleep here in hammocks. It's where our students see classes, and it's where our students eat. So later I will show you how it looks at A++ World Academy, but we function as a community. So we divide the students in groups of 10. So there are 6 groups called watches. So the watches, it's a little family within the whole family. So the students have to deal with time management and have to learn how to manage their time in order to do maritime duties and attend to their academic classes. So in the group of watches, they have a rotational 9 watch. So students stay awake with their watches from 2 hours in 2 hours period from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. So they are switching in a rotational watch. As well, that in the day, they have to find a time to go to their classes and as well do a 2 hours maritime training, maritime duties. So in that time, they do maintenance, they learn the different strategies that they need to be on the ship. So maritime is an important part of the program. It is not a requirement for our students that join us know about maritime. We're going to help them and we're going to train them in everything they need. So
Daniela, I have a questions to you. You are very precise what happened inside in this big how you call it ship in this big campus on the sea. You had some experience yourself?
No, I don't have some experience myself. I'm gonna be the Spanish teacher next year, and I have been actually I was gonna be the Spanish teacher last year, and I couldn't. Of course, we canceled the school year, so I couldn't make it happen. So I have been the whole year working in A+, which I heard a lot of amazing stories about the program. So that's why I talk really precious, but myself, I don't have yet any story. Maybe next year, if we do another workshop, I will be able to tell you amazing stories about my experience at Sorlanded.
That is a good part that the agent who join us with us today and in the future, of course, they know that they can rely on you because you are on board.
Exactly. Yes, definitely. I will be 1 year on board, and then my intention is to go back and keep working with the agents, keep spreading the amazing philosophy that the school has, and you can rely on me, definitely.
How the parents can contact the students, their own children, to have an idea how it will work during this time. Maybe tell us a little bit, maybe someone want to speak to their child or the agents want to talk to you, Daniela, during the school time. How it will work with internet, Wi-Fi, etc.
Okay, that's a great question, Richard. And we don't have Wi-Fi on board. So while we are sailing, we have sailings from 3 days to 30 days. So while we are sailing, we do not have Wi-Fi. When we are in ports, we encourage the students to talk with their families, call them, so on. But while we are sailing, there is no contact. What happened? If there is an emergency, we do have a satellite phone on board. So it has happened that, for example, one student lose a family member. So families call that number. It is very expensive, but each time it sounds, the captain most pick up the phone. So in emergencies, we have that. And also we have we have 3 deans. We have 2 deans and assistant dean as a part of the team. So they are always in rotation. So in case the parents needs to send something to the student that it's in the ship, they will ship the thing that they need to send to the dean on land. And when the dean switch, he or she will be able to give what the parents wants to the students. As we have 2 parent ports as well. So parents are not allowed to visit them in every single port. They are just allowed to visit them in 2 ports for 2 weeks, that it's their vacations. And this year is gonna be in Las Palmas, Spain, and in San Juan, Puerto Rico. So this is for 1 week that students can either go back to their countries or families can come in. It's where it's the first meeting with the teachers and the parents. So yeah, students really learn how to be independent throughout the year. The watch, it's the emotional support. It's a system that we use on the ship because, as we say, our program is hard. It's not a school on a cruise ship. They learn life. They learn that life is hard. They learn that they are not always gonna be motivated. They learn that they need to rely on the other, and when they rely on the other, and then when they take care of the others, they are taking care of themselves and of their needs. So we follow a philosophy that we call shipmate self, where our ship is our home. It's the most important thing we have. Then is our shipmate, so we always have to take care of what the shipmate think and what the shipmate needs. And then you have to let yourself behind. You have to left yourself at the last part of this shipmate self. And it's because then you realize then when you are taking care of the others, they are also taking care of you. And that's how we function as a community.
Daniela, I hear that you speak Chinese as well, because you know, we have many agents here as well from China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and in case parents need to call urgently, like you mentioned before, in Chinese, you are able to answer them. Maybe can you give just a 1 minute introduction, a little bit in Chinese, just so the people understand that you speak as well Chinese, so they can be confident with you when they need to reach you.
Yes, sure. Well, 大家好，其实我待了在上海5年了，然后去年2月份我回了西班牙，因为那个 virus 的事情，我要回来，但是我明年其实今年我会去当老师，然后我希望就是帮助中国学生，因为我知道为了中国家庭，现在就是这个 program 会比较难的理解，因为是要把他们的孩子送到挪威，然后他们不会跟他们联系，然后是在一个搞创伤，然后我在ship 里面我会当就这个帮助，然后 create 这个 connection between 中国家庭和我们学校。不好意思，我的中文现在没那么好，因为现在很早，但是我的听力和口语应该就是还要练习多一点。好，那 OK，I finished.
Okay, Sheshe, I understand you finished. So ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have Daniela Rigual here from A+ World Academy. We are now reaching 60 agents. This is a fantastic school. It's a school is a unique school in the world. So it is very, very interesting. Daniela is very young. She speaks many languages. Today, what I always suggest to agents to work with students and explain them the importance of the language as well, because more language the students know, more the door are open around the world. I'm lucky, I'm living in Switzerland, so I can speak different languages, and this helped me a lot to travel the world. But I can see that many young students, they only focus on English. It's not only English. We need to learn more language, and someone speak an Asian language is excellent. So I have a question. So came in from one of the agents. You know how it works with our workshop. Agent asking questions, and I have one question. Do they need to be part of all the year of the program, or can they be as well part of the program?
Yes, they need to be part throughout the whole year. So we do not offer a 6 months program. We do not offer a 3-month program. Why? There's a reason behind this. And it's because we don't want our students just to have a nice experience and don't learn anything about it. We don't want them to go traveling with us. We are not that kind of program. We are a program where we want our students have a transformation. We want them to think different after joining A+. So we promote what we call grit, perseverance, and resilience. So we have identified that our program has 3 phases in the students. So first, there are like what we call the honeymoon days. So everything is amazing. They are on a tall ship, they're sailing, there are dolphins when we are in classes. It is amazing. Then the second phase of the program is after the parent port, where they start to feel tired because it's a routine. They have to wake up early. They miss their families that they just been with them for 1 week. And yes, and there's where it comes the hard time. And then the last part of the program is where they are extremely tired. They somehow want to go home, but then they are realizing that how much they have learned and how much they have changed throughout the year. So that's not a change that we can do in 3 months, neither in 6 months. So it's just doable in 1 year where they can actually see this whole experience. It's the same as language. So I went to China when I was 17. I was really young. In my first year, it was amazing, everything. And then it starts getting harder. I didn't know what to eat. I didn't know with whom to speak because my English was not good at the moment. I'm Venezuelan. I speak Spanish. It's my native language. So it got in this hard situation. And then when I adapt, I joined university when I was with all of Chinese students, and I have to be perseverant. I was crying every day because I didn't understand the classes. But then at the end, I didn't want to leave China. I learned so much there. I have a development that I wouldn't have reached in 6 months. So it's the same as Orlando, which great perseverance and resilience, where students learn that they need to move forward, and then they learn from experience. A+ teachers, we don't tell them how to do the things. We guide them through the learning experience. So if not that, for example, we all have the same source of water, no? So when we arrive on ports, we fill out the ship with water, and then when we are sailing, we all have to be mindful that we cannot take a 1-hour shower because everyone wants to take a shower, of course, every day. But if we take 1-hour shower, no teacher was going to tell you that you cannot. But then maybe at our 4th day of sail, we don't have water in the ship. And then at that moment, they will realize that they cannot do that because the whole crew knows what happened. The ship is really small, and we all know everything about our community. So yeah, that's the dynamic that we have in the ship.
So more question coming in, Daniela. The program is totally in English, correct? Or there is some other language as well involved?
It's totally in English. Our teachers, except of myself and one of the deans, are all from America. And we promote English as the main language. We also offer Spanish teacher on board, and we might be opening a Mandarin class as well.
Where is the departure port? This is some of the question coming in at the moment.
Okay, the departure port, it's here in in Kristiansand, okay, in Kristiansand, Norway, and we finished as well in that same port in Kristiansand.
How is the situation with the visa, Daniela? How is the situation? Because you are going in different countries. We are in Norway, France, Portugal, Spain, Morocco, Guyana, Saint Vincent, Grenadines, then back to France, Puerto Rico, Bermuda, Azores, and then back to Norway. I can see we have different countries. I think Europe, you need the one for you, which is the EU. What about the rest of the country? How you handle the situation with the visa?
Yeah, it depends on the nationality of the students, and actually the families are the ones that take care of this. So we help them in the process. We even have a form where they can clearly see which port are we going, and then they can look for their visa. Sometimes they just need an ESTA. We have students from China, from Latin America, or with whom they actually need more than 1 or 2 visas, but they managed that before joining the program, before joining the ship, and there is no problem after that. So every time that we arrive to a port, we have a person from that port that comes in and checked everyone's visa, and then give the permission or not for us to go out. So this is really important, and that's something that we encourage the families to get ready before joining the ship.
I have some more questions coming in. You know, it's always like this one. We have the workshop, which is very interesting. Can Indian students get the visa? Of course.
Yes, of course, and we will help them through the process. So if they need a letter from us, if they need anything they need from us, we will help them to get that. But yeah, of course, like we have had students from India actually, so we can actually connect them with families that join us in previous years for them to actually know how they did. So we became an A+ community. The families become an A+ community when they join us, and we just connect them to facilitate this process.
Thank you, Daniela. Please continue with the presentation.
Okay, well, I will show you how is a day at A+. So let me put this speaker. Okay.
Success is found in your daily routine, and this is a day at A+ World Academy. During a 24-hour period, each student has the responsibility of standing 4 hours of watch, 2 hours during the day and 2 hours during the night. 0700, wake up time if you're not already on watch or on galley duty. 0730, breakfast time, the most important meal of the day. 0800, colors, when the Norwegian flag is raised and announcements are passed. 0815, time to start cleaning. 0900, classes begin. 11:30, time for lunch. 1300, some students have class, others watch, and some may choose to spend their free time exercising. 18:30, time for dinner. 19:30, maybe enjoy the sunset on our unique campus. We have some pretty incredible views. 2100, time for bed. All through the night, students rotate on watch until the day watch schedule begins. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. We are not just a school, we are a life-changing program.
Okay, so that's how it looks a day at A+ World Academy. As I was mentioned, our students have to deal with the maritime training and academics at the same time. So they learn how to manage their time. And sorry, I stopped sharing the screen, right? Yeah.
Yes, you need to reshare the screen, but it's
okay.
no problem at all.
Okay, here it is. So yeah, they have to deal with these things. And okay, so in ports, we go to, as I was mentioning at the beginning, we go to meaningful locations for our students learn and experience and go where history is, and we go to museums, we go and do exchange with the schools. So they can meet, we can use their laboratories, because as you can see, we don't have laboratories on board. And as well, we do service learning, which is completely different as social work. So this year, because we had the entire year of planning, we are developing this service learning program further. So our students are even going to get a diploma after they join us for 1 year, which is going to be very amazing for university. And it's going to help them in their university applications as well. So what's the difference between service learning and community work? So social work, it's when you go to a school. For example, when we were going to Cabo Verde, Africa, and we go to a school and give them 1,000 pencils. With service learning, we create projects that are able to keep working and keep helping that community, even though we already leave. So we just not give 1,000 pencils to a school. We create a project where that school can have 1,000 pencils for 1 entire year. So, and these are all projects that students prepare in a class that we have, that it's called S3, Self, System, and Society. That it's a class that all of our students needs to take. So we create this project, we get in that community, we try to implement it. And if it's not possible, we analyze why it's not. And here comes the learning process. So yes, we offer standard classes on board. It's each set of classes is different depending to the student. So if we have a student from India that wants to join us in junior year, and then he wants or she wants to return back to his home school and graduate, then we will talk with the school counselor to create a set of classes that this student can take in order to validate the year for the next, for them to be able to graduate in their school. So it's different. It always depends on the students. Even if we have 2 students from Mexico, they most likely will be having different programs. And this is not a problem, because we have a calendar of classes. So students need to take, there are some students that take 6 classes while joining us. There are others that take 3, but we require that they take classes with us. So we do not like to call us as that we offer a gap year program. We better call them a preparation year. So as well, we train our students for the SIT. We tutor our students for doing the SIT, the TOEFL. So we give private tutorings for students that need it. And then we can actually select a port, which is often in Dublin, for them to do those exams. So in Dublin, they do the AP exams, they do the TOEFL exams for them to achieve their goals and be prepared to the universities that they want to attend. And as well, because we understand that it's hard for them in the year actually prepare for university because of the lack of internet. And sometimes we arrive on ports and they need to manage their time in order to write their essays and send out to the schools and the platforms. We have also partnered with a very successful institution in the US that helps our students to enter to the best universities in US. And as well, we make these partnerships with European School of Economics, Trouble University, and Globe Munich for them to have direct admissions there after being a year with us.
Yeah, this was one of the questions that I got, Daniela, from several agents at the moment. What is the post-study opportunity? I just want to mention something. I'm assisting at the moment a little bit Daniela with University of Sunderland, and I'm speaking at the moment with the director Costa Dimitriadis, which is the director of Sunderland Europe, and they will proceed in welcome students from your school for your information. You will receive this information next week because of the COVID situation. For 3 weeks, some people, including myself, was not able to follow this request from your side. I was in the hospital for 2 weeks, by the way, for COVID. Wow. Not only me, many other people, and this was a little bit delayed, but the University of Sunderland came back to me just yesterday in the evening, Costas, and he wants to have a meeting with you next week. And have a possibility to work with you together, but not only University of Sunderland, as well Winchester University, David Street, who will be back on the 5th of May, is now in holiday, and as well the Montfort University from the UK. So there will be 3 universities who will be more than happy to cooperate with you from the UK. Just for your information, this is what we done this week. But you are more than welcome to continue with your presentation, Daniela.
No, yeah, awesome. Great news for this. Well, so we will be having more universities that our students can't get in London, and we are very happy for that as well. So yeah, like what can happen with the universities in London, that we might need to, students might need to do a preparation courses before joining their academic program of those universities, because London education and American education, it's different in a way. But yeah, but it is great. I was talking that with Costas, that there is a way to adapt the programs, and which is amazing because we can open that door. Thank you so much for sharing that information.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes, so okay, my computer got stuck now.
Things from several agents, Daniela, before you continue. It's possible that you share your presentation. Can we share your presentation with the agents at the end of the workshop?
Definitely, definitely, definitely. This is something very important that I would like to talk about, which is safety. Well, I thought I had a layer of safety, but I cannot find it here, but I will talk about it. Oh, it's here. Okay, so the first thing, instant, when we look at Sorlandet, when we will look at A+ World Academy, it is an amazing experience. Oh my God, I can't believe that this school exists, but is it safe? Is the question that we get asked most. And yeah, on the ship, we have a medic on board, which is totally certified. And this year we have our medic, it's completely trained with this pandemic situation. It's a medic from Mexico that she's gonna come with us this year. And we also have the captain and first mate that are highly qualified in medical attention. So they are as a first responders of any situation that happens. And we are part of International SOS, that is an institution that provides us safety in the ship and off the ship. So in case that something happens, we have helicopters that can come to us. We have never had to use it, but we have that possibility. Then Sorlandet is fully equipped. As I mentioned before, we are a manual ship, but also because of safety, we have an engine. So in case that we need to change our route fast, in case we need to go faster to arrive to a port, we just turn on the engine and we just are able to change our route faster. We have a tracking system of weather. So actually, if we are getting into a storm, it's because the captains decided that the best way to get to the place was getting the storm, but we're also really flexible by changing the routes of the port. So we always tell to families that we give them a plan A for a voyage plan, but that can always change, because if we think that it's not safe to go to that port, to that route, then we will change to an alternative port that we have already identified. Then
Daniela, Can you increase the slide a little bit because some agent cannot read it?
Yeah, sure. Oh, okay, here it is.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Wait, that and now I cannot see myself. Okay, so also as a boarding school on a vessel, we have to comply all the safety international laws of the countries that we are going, and from Norway and from Switzerland. So as I was mentioning, each time that we arrive to a port, students, it comes an officer from that country to check the ship, to check the students, to check if there are any health, like their healthy states, and then is that they give us the permission to go out of the ship. So our students clean the ship every day. We do maintenance every day. So from that part, the ship, it's completely equipped and in a state where we can travel the world for 10 months. Then as well, that the first 3 weeks of school are just of maritime and safety trainings. So in those 3 weeks, we do not give classes, academic classes. It's where students learn the 2015 ropes. Their body is adapting because, of course, when they join the ship, they will have seasickness. It is normal for students. Some students have it for 1 week, others for a month, others can have it for 3-4 months. So their body needs to adapt, and in those 3 weeks, we are not forcing them to read a book or attend to a class because it's hard for everyone. And yeah, and as you can see in the slide, the Sword Landed, it's equipped with fire alarms, fire extinguish, water bomb generation, lifeboats, so on. It has never had any tragedy on board. We have never had any tragedy on board. The worst thing that has happened, it's a professor that, a teacher that he was going down the stairs and then he fell down and cut. It did a really deep cut, and then the medic was able to respond at that moment. And a student that dislocated the shoulder as well, that we managed it on time. But we do have all of the ways to respond and for any situation. Also, in our admission process, it's really important that our students know how to swim. We ask them for a swim certificate. Also, if they have any specific health issue, we need to go through that. We ask to the captains, because we are A+ World Academy, it's the academic institution, but we are connected with Sword Landed Foundation, which is the ship. So every decision that we take, we must do it together as institutions. And if we accept an applicant with a specific condition, then both institutions have to agree that that we are providing that student a safe environment, and that we can accept their special condition on board.
Thank you, Daniela, for this information. Thank you very much. Now we get a little bit to know about the cost, the prices, and the commission for the agent. This is why they are here as well. And they want to know a little bit if you have a student coming from South Korea, from Japan as well, Thailand, Vietnam. From how many countries you get students so far, to have an idea in the last couple of years?
Yeah, in the last couple of years, our biggest community is Norwegian, because we are a Norwegian tradition. So Norwegians, it is normal that they join us in junior year and they really look for it. So we are actually, from this year, we start to create a network of agents to receive the students from all around the world, to actually expand those markets. But of course, we have had students from all around the world before. We have had students from Estonia, from China, mainland China, from Taiwan, from Hong Kong. We have had students from India, from Haiti. We'll have one this year. We have had students from Colombia, any other Latin American place, from Mexico. Then we haven't had students yet from Japan, or we have had from Philippines. We yeah, those are the communities that I remember most. Most of the times, our biggest communities of students, international students, are from the US, from China, from Mexico. Yeah, US, China, Mexico. It's where we receive students most. So it is great to being here with agents from all around the world, because we really want to expand those markets and provide this program for students of other countries. So the prices of our school and how we deal with agents. So we have two types of agreements with external agents. There is the first agreement with what we call agents, and we have another agreement, what we call finders. So our tuition price, it's 61,900 euros per year per student. This is an all-inclusive price for families, which we provide education, food, accommodation, travel and health insurance, school and work uniforms, all the school planning activities at each port. And this year we might be having even more, because before we were giving the freedom to students to actually walk in the ports and having the free times. Now we will most likely do activities within the community to make sure that no one gets infected while we are on port. So all of this the 1,900 euros includes all of this. What is not included is the AP exams that they want to take, or the TOEFLs that they most likely will take in Dublin, and if they and the pocket money that they want to spend on ports. So while we are on ports, we do provide food in the ship, but if a student wants to eat outside to taste the local food, then that goes out to their pocket. So the agent's commission, it's the 10%, which is 6,190 euros per student. So what's the difference between and the finder commission? It's it goes from the 3% to the 5% commission. So it's the half of this. What's the difference between agents and finders? The agents are the ones that get involved in the program. So they will receive a training from us. We will, they will get the knowledge of the school and they will be able to sell it. And then when they get the student, then they just pass to the register, and the register will enroll them in the program. And once the students pay the 10% deposit, that is the first thing that they pay in order for them to ensure they place on the ship, the school will directly invoice that commission to the agent. We have a contract that we signed with agents for ensure them that they are actually getting the training, and that we will give them that commission. And for finders, it works different, because it's just the persons that just send us the student, and we are the ones that sell them the program, explaining everything. They just send us the lead, like, you have this contact. And for those persons, we will give a commission from 3 to 5. And if they, from agents and finders, if they get more than 3 students enrolled, we will give them a bonus of money bonus for the enrollments. So this is how it works. So the agents that are interested in joining our program, we always encourage them to send us an email, and we will start with the process. So they decide if they want to be actually agents on finders. We will put them in the system. We will constantly send them news about the school, the newsletters, and each time that they have a question from us, they can directly contact. There is a person. Now it's myself, but I will join the ship next year. But we will have a person that they can go straight to them, and then we'll answer everything they need. Okay, so how to enroll in our program? As I was mentioned, the students first they first have to fill the application form in our website. So if an agent finds a student that is interested in our program, they can make them fill the application, and then they contact the A+ World Academy representative and say, this is my student that will apply to your institution. Great. Then we'll have already identified that student that comes from that agent, and they have to submit the student needs to submit an essay in our application platform. They will have all of the guidelines there. Their essay is about the school philosophy and how our school will help them to achieve what they want to do in life. And they have to pay a 150 euros application fee. They get a first interview, a second interview, and then a letter of acceptance. After the letter of acceptance, the student needs to pay the 10% deposit. And after paying the 10% deposit, we'll give the commission to the agent, and the student needs to upload in the system the swim certificates, the medical forms, all the other requirements. And if it's in case that we cannot accept the students for any of the reasons that if we see a problem in the documents that they send to us, then we will have to give back that money. So actually we will ensure the commission by when they get completely enrolled and the students already give out all the documents that they need, that we require as a school. Okay, do we have any questions about this?
Yes, I have some more questions to you. All the people here are agents. I presume they would be interested to be an agent, not a finder, at least in this case here today. How they can enroll to have a training session with you in order to become an official agent of A+ World Academy? Maybe can you share your email address so they can take a note? Maybe can you put this email address on the chat system?
Definitely. Yes. So in order to get a training session with me and then sign the commission agent contract, so it's not inclusive agent contract, you just need I send you as a direct message, sorry.
It's done. You put it there. Thank you very much.
Great. So yeah, you just need to write me an email and we will schedule a session for all agents interested. We do one per month, these sessions, and then we give them the contract for them to look through it and then put their conditions, and then they get a 1-year entire contract for being our not commissions only agents.
What I will do, Daniela, when the workshop is finished later by today, I will send you a list of all the agents who attend today, which include all the email contacts. So you will be able to contact each of them and maybe inform them about the next training session so that they can enroll directly if you have a link or something like that. This will be very fast for you as well. So they don't need to send you an email, because I have the database of all the agents who registered for today's workshop. It was a very interesting workshop. To resume in 1 minute in Chinese, can you maybe just resume in 1 minute for our Chinese colleague, Daniela?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so 那如果你们找到一个学生，对我们学校感兴趣，你们就可以直接联系我在这个 email address， 然后我们会这样，就是我会给他们打电话，然后我们可以我们可以谈一下，就因为我知道中国家庭对这个 program 会考虑很多，所以我们可以。其实我们有一个 agent 在中国，可以跟中国家庭见面，然后可以把还有我们有已经毕业的学生， 可以跟中国感兴趣的学生说话，然后我知道他们会apply 在我们的学校就好。对，所以这样，如果你们感兴趣，你们也可以加我微信，所以可以直接联系我在 apply@a+world academy.org，所以还有我们可以加一个微信，然后方便联系就好。还有我们有一个 agents presentation，都是中文，就是字幕都是中文，所以这个会很好。如果你们想我发你们，就直接联系我，然后我把中文 presentation 发你们就好了。OK。
谢谢. Well done, Daniela. Well done. Can you give me the screen back, Daniela?
Okay, yes, just for you. Great. Here it is.
Fantastic. So, ladies and gentlemen, A+ World Academy is a Swiss school with an American program. Is a big shift starting from Norway and crossing many different countries. It's a program that starts in August and will end in June 2022. I have a very important question, Daniela, which is fundamental. When is the registration deadline? Because of the visa, etc., etc. When is the registration deadline? When is the first registration deadline?
We have a rolling admission process, which means that we don't have deadlines on applications, but we do encourage the students to apply before July for them to be able to get all the paperwork they need to get done. But we do not have application deadlines. But yeah, it's just a recommendation for students. So we still have spots left in the ship. We already have about 80% of the ship already filled, but we do have spots left now where we can start to work with the students, and we want to fill them out with international students. We have applicants, Norwegian applicants, already in the waiting list, but we really want to give those places to international students this year.
Daniela, for the agent who join us later, can you just re-show us the video that you showed in the beginning, which give us a complete idea about the concept? You can share the screen and you can just re-show one more time the video.
Sure. Let me.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you will receive an email from Daniela later today or tomorrow, and she will inform you about the next training sessions in order to become an official agent of A+ World Academy. And she will share as well a copy of the presentation. Okay, Daniela, Daniela is now showing us the video that she showed in the beginning in order for you to have an idea about the school. And of course, it will take us another couple of seconds. So this is a very great opportunity for all the agents because your students, when they finish, they will be able as well to enter in different universities in the United States, in Europe, like European School of Economics, if I understand well. And then there are some state universities in the UK that are now looking into this in order that the student will be able to enter in this university when they finish with the high school. Please go ahead with the video, Daniela.
Okay.
Can you imagine calling this majestic ship your high school and sailing her to over 20 cities around the world? Can you imagine meeting students from across the globe and building a community on this ship, a community so strong that it becomes a family? Can you imagine countless adventures on board and living the most incredible experience of your life? A+ World Academy. Don't just imagine it, experience it. Apply today.
Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Of course, all the agents will receive a copy of the video as well, so they can show the video to the parents and to the students. And they have many videos. This is just one of the video that she show. If you go on YouTube, you will find more video as well. And she has as well the one-day video from what happened from the morning to the evening, because of course students want to know. So very interesting. This is a Swiss boarding school in a ship starting from Norway in Europe with an American program. So it's very, very unique. And I'm sure that many students now are interested to change the world, to change the way of thinking. And it's an opportunity because since the COVID started, students start to think a little bit different. And this is a great opportunity. How many countries they visit during this 1 year, Daniela?
Yeah, we visit around, we go to 18 ports and we visit around 10 countries, 10 different countries.
10 different countries, not only from Europe. You have as well from the Caribbean, for example, and this is fantastic. So you will receive a copy of the program. You will see exactly on which port they will land, and they will do as well some extra work in the different countries. They will do some social working. They will engage with local school as well. And this is very, very important. The students will be an open mind completely after this great experience. Daniela, do you have some scholarship for some great students? Do you have some assistance for students on this as well?
Yes, this year we will be offering 6 scholarships to students for the very first time. It's just going to be a scholarship for international students. And we haven't yet said and published in our social media about this, but we will do it within this week and next week. And again, if agents want this information as well, we can provide them with all the guidelines in order to apply for the scholarship. But the scholarships are 50% of the tuition, so it will be half of the tuition that we would discount.
Thank you very much, Daniela, for this. We are getting different questions from different agents, of course. One more time, they're rolling applications, so you can enroll your students all the time. And what is very important for all the agents at the moment is to set up a meeting with Daniela so that she can do a training session. Daniela, again, I would like to thank you very, very much. It was a very interesting workshop. I was very happy to have you on board today with us, with WEBA. And the workshop is recorded, so you will receive as well a recorded video of the presentation. And I would like to thank all the agents to join us today in this special edition for a US workshop, because this is a US program. It's very important to understand that they do a US program so they can enter as well in American university. So it's a little bit a complicated program to explain when we are marketed this. This is why I always say is an US school, because technically they study a US program on board around the world. Daniela, it was a great experience to have you here, and I'm looking forward to have one of the next workshops with you again. I hope you enjoyed as well, and thank you very much.
Now, thank you, Richard. Thank you for your time. Thank you for making this that interactive with the agents and making this connection between A+ and agents from all around the world. We really thank you for this, and hopefully we can have another workshop this year and as well next year, where I can tell more experience about the ship. And thank you, agents, as well, for joining us here and staying 1 hour speaking with us, and for your commitment and the willingness to learn more about our program. I know it's a hard program to understand because there is a lot of different things that comes within our school. That's why we are more than happy to give the trainings, and if you need other trainings besides the group training, we're also willing to do it for our agents. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for being part of promoting this unique educational program for students around the world that will learn how to be independent, manage their time, and get prepared for not just for university, but for life. Thank you. 谢谢，谢谢大家，谢谢参加我们活动，我们保持联系，再见。
Thank you, Daniela. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much again, everyone, to join us today. It was very nice to welcome you here. And I think this can be a great school for you to promote to your network of students, because we know students are looking into new opportunity at the moment. And it's time for a change. I think everyone understands that the 2021-2022 is a time for a change, is a unique opportunity. Daniela, thank you very much. Thank you all the agents. Take care, stay safe, and I hope to welcome you soon. I want to say goodbye to everyone, as well to Cindy from South Korea. Hello, Cindy. And all the other one that I know. Hello, Bernarda from Albania, and many other agents. Kuldeep from Australia, and Dr. Praise Foley. I know many of you personally since many years. Thank you, Romit Patel. Thank you all the agents coming to join us. Thank you, Zolzaya. It was nice to welcome you here. Nona Kolfescu. Always very great to have so many different agents from different countries from around the world. Daniela, you did a great workshop. Well done, and good luck and good business.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you, agents. Goodbye.
Bye-bye, 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 everyone.